Hello students, how are you all? I hope you are fit and fine at your home. Dear students, today we are going to study geography subject of 6th standard. Okay? In geography, today we shall study the 8th chapter, that is natural resources. In the last chapter we have studied rocks and the types of rocks. Now here in this chapter we are going to study some of the natural resources. Okay student, before understanding what are the natural resources, first of all I would like to extend my thanks to my subscribers, to my students, those who have shared it, liked it and commented below the video. Thank you students and be connected. Okay, so let's move forward now. Students, see here, I will show some of the pictures here. Watch the pictures and try to give the answers in the comment box. Okay students, are you ready? So watch the pictures carefully. Yes student, what do you see in these pictures? Fruits, trees, soil, animals, rock, building. Yes, furniture and vehicles. Yes, okay student. So all these pictures here we can see. Tell me students, from these pictures which are the non-living things and living things? Okay, yes student, comment your answer in the comment box. Soil, building, furniture and vehicles, these are all non-living things. Okay students, and rock too. Okay, okay student. Now student, one more simple question. Can you tell me which are the things that we obtained from the nature, from these pictures? Write your answer in the comment box. Do not forget students. Yes, which are the things that we obtain from the nature? Fruits, trees, soil, animals and rock. These are the things we do obtain from the nature. So these things are called as natural things, or the sources which are obtained from the nature is called natural resources. Okay student, have you understood now what is meant by natural resources? Yes, other than this, if you know some of the natural resources, you can type the names of the resources in the comment box. Okay students, just I have given some of the examples only. A lot of natural resources are there around us. Okay students, for example air. Air is also a natural resource. Now students, again one of the examples that I will give you from your textbook. Okay student, before understanding more about natural resources, student, observe this picture. Students, this is figure number 8.1 given on page number 45. Now student, tell me, what do you see in this picture? We do see in this picture animals, fruit, some of the flowers. Now student, one more question. Okay, how many of these animals or plants do you know? Yes, can you tell me how many of these animals or plants do you know? Let me tell you, I know horse, mango, cotton, octopus. Okay student, so these things I know. Now next question is that, which of these things have you seen in reality? Yes students, have you seen some of the things in reality? Yes student, let me tell you what I have seen in reality. I have seen horse, octopus, in cotton I have seen, and as well as I have seen mango. But the other two things I haven't seen ever. Okay, the two things are, the one is animal and second one is one flower. Let me tell you the names of that animal, that is monitor lizard. Yes one, this is monitor lizard. We have seen small lizard, but this is the monitor lizard, and this animal is reptile. Actually this monitor lizard we do found in the water. Wherever water is there, we do find it there. Okay so the monitor lizard has a long tail. Okay, so I haven't seen the monitor lizard. Have you seen? If you have seen, then write yes or no in the comment box. Okay student, and then next to it is a flower. The name of the flower is Rafflesia. Okay student, this Rafflesia flower is the largest flower in the world. Okay student, do not forget it. This Rafflesia flower does not have any stem, root and leaves. Now the next question, have you ever used these things or seen being used? Yes student, have you seen that you have used these things, all the things, or have you seen that somebody else is using all these things? Let me tell you, we use horse, mango, cotton, rarely we do use octopus. Okay students, have you understood? But all other things we do not use, and I haven't seen that the other people also are being used that. Students, one more question is there. Which of our needs do some of these fulfill? Yes student, let me tell you, mango, cotton. Okay, mostly what? Mango and cotton. Mango is used to eat. Okay students, we enjoy mango. Do you like mango students? Yes? Okay. Now, and cotton. Cotton is being used for the preparation of clothes. Okay, for making of clothes. Students, on earth there are plenty of things, plenty of natural things. Okay students, we see many things on earth, and some of the things are familiar to us and some of the things are not familiar to us. Okay students, but students, we do not use all the things which are available on the earth. We do not necessarily use all the things on the earth, but student, we have learned to use specific things which are available on the earth, or we can say in the nature. Okay, for example, water. So necessarily we do use water to fulfill our need. And students, water is a natural thing because it is naturally available in the nature, or it is naturally available on the earth. The natural things that man uses are called natural resources. Yes student, have you understood? So here students, do you know which are the natural resources? If you know, you can type your answer in the comment box. Let me tell you. Okay student, air, water, soil, land, minerals, plant and animals are all natural resources. Students, some of the natural resources are available in plenty of quantity, but some of the natural resources are limited in nature. Okay, so these natural resources which are limited in nature are very invaluable to us. Students, air is present in the nature in a plenty. Okay, air is available in a plenty in the nature, but the air never depletes, but the quality of air can be changed, it can be decreased. We all know that air is very important for us. We do use air for various purposes. For example, breathing, okay, and inhaling and exhaling means breathing. Okay student, so air is required to burn as well as to breathe. Okay student, have you understood? Good. Students, have you understood now what are the natural resources? To understand more about natural resources, let's observe these pictures. It will give us more information about the natural resources. So let's study these pictures. Students, have you observed these pictures? Now can you tell me which activities are being done by the people in this picture? What different activities are the individuals in the pictures engaged in? Yes, can you tell me? The individuals are engaged in plowing, fishing, collecting honey, drawing water, collecting wood, extracting rocks, mason on work, extraction of salt, collection of rubber latex, gathering of resin from the trees. Okay student, so the people are engaged in all these activity. In the last picture we can see a loaded donkey. Now student, very simple question, can you tell me now what things will they obtain from these activities? Let me tell you, in the first activity we have seen that, in the first picture we have seen that a farmer is plowing the land. Okay student, when the farmer will plow the land, okay, he will make the land cultivable, he will grow crops and grains. Okay student, and in this way he will fulfill his own need as well as others' need. Okay student, and In this process or in this activity, he used the natural resource, that is soil. So here soil is very important. Okay, it means the farmer obtained here grains from the soil. And from the other pictures we can understand that the individuals can obtain fish, honey, water, wood, minerals, salt, rubber, resin. Okay student, so all these things can be obtained through these activities. Now students, can you tell me what are the animals doing in this picture? Yes, in these pictures only one picture shows a donkey, and donkey is loaded, fully loaded. The donkey is used for the purpose of transportation. It carries the loaded things from one place to other place. Students, what is the use of the tall device that is shown in the picture 8.12 raised on the ground? Yes students, this is windmill. This is called windmill, and windmill is used to generate electricity. Okay student, yes, do you know windmill is used to create or generate electricity? Do not forget students. Next question is, what is loaded in the truck? What are we going to get from it? Yes student, can you tell me? The rocks are being loaded in the trucks, and we can get minerals from these rocks. One more last question is, where are all the human activities are being performed other than fishing? Yes student, so all these activities are being performed on land other than fishing. Students, in the figure number 8.2 we can see that a farmer is plowing the land. Yes student, what do you mean by plowing? Plowing means what? Turn up the earth or turn up the soil in the earth or land, or we can say farm. Turn up the earth with plow, especially before sowing the seeds in the farm. The farmer plows the land less and he makes the land cultivable. Yes student, cultivable means what? The farmer makes the land cultivable, or it makes that he can sow the seed in the soils. And in this cultivable land, he sows the seed and grows the crops. And at last, he fulfills his own needs as well as others. So student, what do we see here? To obtain the grains, the farmer has used the soil which is available in the nature naturally. Okay students, so he has used the soil as a resource to grow the crops, and hence soil is used all over the world for the purpose of agriculture and to obtain the grains and crops. And hence the soil is very important natural resource all over the world. Soil is an important resource for agriculture. Students, do you know about the soil formation? Yes? If you know, you can type yes or no in the comment box. Actually, soil formation is completely depend on the types of rocks, original rocks, climate, organic components, the slope of the land and time. In the last chapter, we have studied about rocks and types of rocks. Okay, so soil is completely depend on the original rock. What kind of rock is it? Okay, whether it is basalt rock, whether it is laterite rock. So it is completely depend on the original rock. Okay student, according to the types of rocks and climates in the different regions, different types of soils are formed. Yes student, in the last chapter also we have studied that the temperature or the climate do affect on the rocks. Okay, and a long period is required for the formation of a mature soil. Students, it is not just a process of 1 year, 2 years or 10 years or 100 years. It is a process of thousands of years. Students, do you know a period of 1000 years may be required for development of a 2.5 cm or centimeter thick layer of soil? Yes student, so it takes thousands of years to form a layer of 2.5 centimeter soil. Students, we will move forward now. See, the figures 8.3 and 8.5 show a man catching fish and a man drawing water from a well. Here the man is drawing water to fulfill his need. Yes, student, we know that how water is important to us. Daily we do use water right from the time that we get up to going to the bed. Yes, student. So for the every purpose we need water. We need water to drink, we need water to wash, we need water to wash the clothes, we need water to cook food. Okay, for the various purposes we do use water right from the time that we get up and we go to the bed. It shows that how water is important to us as a natural resource. And one more important thing is that the entire living world is depend on this water. Students, now see the figure number 8.9. In this figure, we can see a man is extracting salt. Yes, student. In the chapter number 6, that is importance of ocean, we have studied about obtaining salt. Okay, how do we obtain the salt? We have studied in the chapter 6. We do get salt from the sea water and from the salt pans, and we do use salt in our food. As water is important, in the same way salt is also very important for us in our life, and salt is also a natural resource. Students, in the figure number 8.6, we can see that some of the individuals are collecting woods from the forest. Yes, student, people collect different things, various things from the forest to fulfill their needs. It may be wood, it may be fruits, it may be leaves. As people do collect wood from forests, in the same way some people collects different things from the forest. For example, see the figure number 8.4. In the figure 8.4, the people or the individual is collecting honey. Yes, student, we do get honey from the forest. So most of the people are depend on the collection of honey too. The people earn money by selling honey in the market. Figures 8.10 and 8.11, we can see people are collecting rubber latex and resin. What do you mean by latex and resin? Students, latex means a milk fluid found in plants, and resins means a sticky flammable organic substance insoluble in water. Yes, students, have you understood now what is resin and what is latex? Students, you might have understood that people collect different things, various things to fulfill their needs from the plants. In order to fulfill our needs, we collect various products from plants. Students, you all know that there are various types of plants on the land, and these plants are divided into different types. For example, grass, herb, shrubs and trees. Man has successfully experimented on grass to obtain different kinds of grains, food grains, and this helped him to avoid wandering or painful wandering for the purpose of gathering food, and he started to live a settled life. Students, we know that man had settled down nearby the side of rivers. For example, man settled by the side of the basins of rivers Huang He, Sindhu, that is Indus, and Nile River and Euphrates. So students, these are some of the basins of the rivers where the man had settled down as well as flourished his life. Students, if you do remember, we have studied this in the 5th standard. Students, to understand the basins of the rivers where the man had settled down, you can observe the figure number 8.15. Student, we obtain products like wood, rubber, resin, fruits, medicinal plants, etc. from forests. Students, if we consider the regions from the equator to the poles, as per the temperature zones, we find the following types of natural vegetations. Yes, student, we have studied about the temperate zone in the 5th standard. Okay, we know that as we move forward from the equator to the poles, the temperature goes on decreasing. We can see a high temperature at the equator, and as we move towards the poles, that is northern pole and southern pole, We know that the temperature goes on decreasing. It happens because of or due to the sun rays. Okay, students? Students, watch the figure 8.16 so that you can understand the distribution of natural vegetation. If we consider the region from the equator to the poles as per the temperature zones, we find the following types of natural vegetation: equatorial evergreen, deciduous, tropical grasslands, thorny scrubs, temperate grasslands, mixed forests, broad-leaved coniferous, and tundra. Many animals make these forests their habitat. Animals who prey on the plant-eating animals also live in this forest. Thus, many food chains develop in the forest. Forest or grasslands are the habitats for many animals. It is basically due to plants that we have got animals as a natural resource. So students, here we have understood the distribution of natural vegetations. Okay, what kind of variety do we see in the forest? Variety in plants as well as variety in the animals too. Do you know plants also grow in the water? It is very likely that in future we shall have to depend on the aquatic plants for fulfilling the needs of human population. You can see figure to understand the marine vegetation. Students, let's study figure 8.13. In this figure, we can see that a ass is carrying load. Ass means what, student? We can understand ass as a donkey. Okay, so here a donkey is used for the purpose of transport or for the purpose of carrying load. Yes, student, we do know that ass has been using for the purpose of carrying loads. Do you know some of the animals that can be used for the carrying loads or for the purpose of transportation? Yes, if you know, you can type the names of the animals in the comment box. Do not forget, students. Man makes the use of animals for the purpose of not only transportation or carrying loads, but for a variety of purposes. Horse, oxen, camel, ass, etc. These are some of the animals employed for plowing, riding, transportation, etc. Do you know the use of goats, cows, buffaloes? Yes, if you know, you can type your answer in the comment box. Yes, student, we do use such kind of animals, for example, goats, cows, buffaloes, for the purpose of milk. These are called as milk animals too. Some more products also we get from the animals. For example, meat, bone, hide, and powder. Eggs as well. Students, let's study figure 8.7 now. Okay, students. See, in the figure 8.7, we can see the extraction of the rocks. The rock is loaded in the trucks. Yes, student. In the previous chapter also, we have studied about rock. Rocks are the combination or the mixture of minerals, compressed minerals, we can say. Minerals are inorganic substances that form in naturally occurring chemical processes. For example, we have seen the process of eruption of lava. We get different metals and chemicals from minerals. Some chemicals are used in preparation of medicines. Students, do you know minerals are generally classified into two types, metallic and non-metallic. Metallic minerals are used to obtain different metals such as iron, bauxite, etc. And the non-metallic minerals are used to obtain chemicals such as gypsum, rock salt and calcite, etc. Students, here we have realized that except fishing, all other activities are done on the land and we obtain the natural resources from the land only. This means that land is also a natural resource. Living things that are born on land, grow on land, live on land and die on land itself. Land is invaluable natural resource. That is why it is sold and bought. Obtaining land at a strategic location, using it for construction and trade as well. These are other uses of this natural resource. Students, we do know that land is used for various purposes. The use of land is depend on the characteristics of like physiography, soil, climate, minerals and availability of water in different regions. These are some of the things on which the use of land is depend. The proportion of land on the earth is 29.20%. Depending on the characteristics of land and climate, various living things are found in different proportions. The distribution of these living things or living organisms, including the human being, is not uniform, is not same. Students, do you know all the living things try to adapt to the various geographical conditions like rocky terrain, steep slopes, flat plains, mountainous regions, forest covered areas and river basins, etc. One more important thing is to know that the only man can attempt to make changes in the prevailing conditions to suit his needs. Students, every living thing uses natural resources according to its needs. And we all know man has started to use the natural resources for himself alone with the help of his own intellectual power. Later, the increase in population and the greed of humans led to exploitation of natural resources. This began to upset the natural balance of the environment. It means that man also need to use the natural resources according to his need only and in a judicious manner. Okay students, have you understood this much? Very good. So students, today what we have studied? We have studied about the natural resources with the examples. Okay students, in the next video we are going to study the exercise given below this lesson. And if you want to learn more about this lesson, be connect with me. And if you want to connect with me, do not forget to subscribe it and press the bell icon. Okay students, if you have liked this video, like it, share it, comment below the video and do not forget to subscribe it and press the bell icon so that you will get current notification of new videos. Thank you. Be connected.